guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw again on second down. Young. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On play action, Young. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block.
And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fields. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate.
Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get this one out to stripe. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Switch gears.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields looking. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, It worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. At their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. It's caught. Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D.
Young working out of the gun. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Young now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
You ain't going nowhere.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Let's go, baby.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
From the gun, Fields completes it to Miller. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. And this one completes a read. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down. Fields. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Young looks to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Fields. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Here we go.
A final shot before break. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 6 yards away, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. It's Young on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Coming in.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now this throw caught left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The play fake. Now Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Back to throw. Fields. Complete to Bryant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on second and 10. Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. He can't get him down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Push him back.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Cohen. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Oh, no, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll run on first down. Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Young. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
52, Mike, 52. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. So don't say nothing. Like 52.
To throw again. Fields. Robinson's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Young to throw it. The open man is Smith.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back, and they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Here's Young. He's got Smith here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
52's the most. 52. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Second and 10. Looking long for his tight end read. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allow him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Young. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now Young. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Sack, baby. Sack, baby.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This a long one from 54. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Young. Right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Young, complete. Smith has it. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, it's Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Panthers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.